to work with and say, okay, connect to this table, relate to this table, and simply extract some information for us. Group people by sex, group people by gender, group people their um, by their types. Yeah, I would just say group people by their types because the way the database work, sorry, the business logic of our clients warrants that they have users of different categories. They have users that are adults. They have users that are of the working class. They have users that are these, that are that. So grouping people by that, group people by their states, group people by their local governments, analyzing transactions basically is what we can prepare a document. Yeah, we'll prepare a document rather that we carries the database credentials and explanations on how these things will work, and we'll send it to you over to you. There's no problem about that.
Awesome. Sounds good. Any questions from anyone to get more clarity?
Okay, yeah. So as a sort of guidance, um, I mean, given what I've seen of the database that we got a glimpse of, there's so much to wade through. So I believe my question is, okay, so as we're grouping the customers by different categories, what specifically are we looking for in the data? What insights are we, not actually what insights, because I mean, at the end of the day, we're trying to look for insights, but what what specifically is the problem we're trying to solve in grouping the customers by category? Yeah.
Okay. The problem we're trying to solve is a real life problem. Yeah, like I mentioned, we have a dashboard that does grouping people by category, by this, by that. But I said to begin with, we can begin from here. And I also mentioned something earlier. I said on a database that stores a lot of activities, login time, logout time. There's a whole lot of thing, a whole lot of insights that could be gotten from there. Insights such as, oh, why is it that some people log in and they spend about 5 minutes and they log out? If we can, I can't just know if they spend about 5 minutes. We have to do a lot of analysis on this data to say, okay, this is the average time a user spends on the app before the user gets out. So when we run analysis of stuff like this, and at the end of the day, the administrators, yeah, the management of these companies, they get to say, okay, fine, this is what we are not doing right. This is the reason why our users are not staying so long on our application. This is the reason why our conversion point is not really so effective, and they get to work on it and attack it. Yeah. So these are one of the things we are working towards. But let's just begin with grouping users. Yeah, let's just begin from there.
Okay.
Are you okay with that? Are you okay with that, Jibala?
Yes, please. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hi, Miriam.
Hi. Okay, can you hear me first, please? Because I usually have this thing in my audio.
Okay, I can hear you clearly.
We can hear you, Miriam. You can speak.
You're on mute.
Hi, Miriam, you can speak. Maybe the network or something.
Okay, can
Okay.
you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, we
Yes, it's
can.
clear.
Okay. So I was actually making reference to the answer you gave to Jibola. So if I'm to get it correctly, you're saying your customer comes with you to do an analysis on why their customers are not spending so much time on maybe their websites or softwares, right? So
Yeah.
So what happens is you go to there's a database, right, for people that
Yeah.
has different
Yeah.
tables, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
um, let's say for example you want to deal with login and logout time, there should also be
Yeah.
fields that will actually link you to tables that will show you the functions that they carried out that led to them logging out on time, right? For you to
Yeah.
draw your analysis. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right, okay, that's fine.
Okay, let me just give you a brief insight to that. I'll just give a brief insight to that. The way that database work, the database is we saw just now. When a user logs in, instantly generates a session. So for every activity the user works on, all through the data, all through the session, all through the period in which the user is logged in on the app, it records that activity against that session. So against that session ID. So for we can now easily say, oh, this user logged in at so point. The user did this. The user did this. The user did this, and logged that at this time. So why is the logout time for this user really always too quick? Yeah, why is the logout time for this user always this? Why is the logout time for these users always this? So I just cited this as an example. I'm not saying that's the very project we're going to work on. I just made this an example to say, oh, this can be one of the things in which we're going to work on. It's just one out of many things. So there are a whole lot of a whole lot of problems to be solved from just that data. So thank you.
Okay, I have a follow-on question.
Okay, you can speak this.
Yeah, thanks. So my question is this: does this then mean that like the the engagement with SpacePen is a rolling one in that so we dive into the data, we rummage through, divide by categories, um, ruffle through and find whatever insights that we can for, say, well, okay, so why are the sessions so short for this group of users? And then whatever else we can find, so to speak. And then when we return those findings, then there's another task. And then when that is done, another task after that. Or this pretty much is just a one-off engagement where this is what you guys are supposed to do. Find the Easter egg, and that's it.
Okay. I don't know if Collins would like to speak.